So here we are, heading all the way to Parkline Pits, which is right away over there. Another industrial place for limestone, like the Wren's Nest in Dudley and also Castle Hill. We've even got Lindley Woods, where the Lindley Caverns are, just right away off the other side of the Door End branch. There's some really cool things over here. That's actually why I brought you here today. It's even surrounded by wildlife. It's another industrial place reclaimed by nature. And I can't wait to see what the pits are like, how all the water's actually filled it to make it into pools. Let's go and check it out, and let's go and see what Parkline Pits has got to offer. Here it is, Parkline Pits. You can sort of see the pool here. You can imagine in the old days how industrialised this really was. You can sort of see on the old Ordnance Survey maps of what this land really looked like. I can sort of see on the other side the very old limestone sticking out the side of the walls over there. It's a really interesting place this, and as I walk down the path, it is really thriving with wildlife. I've even heard parrots, so if I can try and spot one of those today, that would be really cool. I mean, you can see the views, how nature is really reclaimed on this landscape, and the pool heading over that way, and another pool right away behind. But it's very cold this morning. I'm hoping it does get warmer. Parkline Pits is a former limestone quarry working the Wenlock limestone formation strata that outcrops at this area. The abandoned quarries, known locally as the Pits, now contains a woodland thriving with wildlife. When the limestone was quarried, it was transported from the pits by pony-pulled rail trucks and the canals to iron foundries in the Black Country. The working ceased 150 years ago, which is why the quarries flooded, forming the pools that you see today. Wow, what a place. 150 years ago to when limestone was even extracted here. It's marvellous to think how nature is really reclaimed on this landscape. It is really thriving, and this place is what I really love, seeing the way it's changed from then to the way it has now. I mean, there is still evidence of the old limestone. I did see bits and pieces on the side of the walls. There might be even more evidence as we get further towards the Door End branch on the other side. But let's go and journey around and see what other things we can see around here. But it's a really stunning place. If you've never been before, then definitely come and check it out. It's a really great example of how nature can reclaim on a once industrialised past. Wow, what a stunning place. You can sort of see the different things over here, what you can see. And I have just noticed more evidence of the old limestone. All these bits and pieces on the floor, just going all the way that way. Let's carefully show you, and let's look at the detail of it. So I definitely think this was probably dug 150 years ago. I am trying to find evidence of any old fossils like the Wren's Nest. You possibly might find some because there is evidence from 420 million years ago. But you've got to look in very detail on the old rock. This is definitely a limestone, sort of similar to what I've seen before. I mean, you can sort of see it stretches around that corner where we've got a little stream that joins to the further end. So let's go and loop around and let's go and see if we can find any more evidence from the old lime pits. But it's nice to see all the limestone just making a feature where the stream goes. As we journey through the beautiful scenery of Parkline pits, we do find more evidence related to the old industrialised past here. So let's go and check it out. So I'm definitely correct, there is two pools. You've got a one there. It does join another one right away over in that side. It is making me wonder whether this stream was here 150 years ago. You can sort of see the bed to what we're standing on is probably the floor to where they quarried. All the little bits of limestone rock just spreading all the way out. And not only that, you can sort of see the other side to where they quarried to. We've got another pool what's actually been filled. I mean, it would be amazing to know if all this really did change. But what a place. It's nice to see the other pool. I will see if I can walk around and go and show you that one. Where the stream goes, we've got some very old metal sticking out with a wooden bridge. And I have just noticed, if I carefully get down, there is some very old nails into there. Look at those, and some wood. It does make me wonder how old some of these bits and pieces are over here. That's cool to see that. Wow, what a view of the second pool, and it is so quiet and isolated. You can sort of see the path from where we come from is right away to the top. I love places like this where you've got no sound apart from the wildlife and you're on your own. But you can sort of see now more evidence to where they quarried from many years ago. Below this water is probably tons of limestone once more. I have tried to find on the sides any evidence of the old limestone sticking out, but I can't see any. So right, what I'm going to do now is take a 5-minute break and enjoy the scenery. And then we'll go and take you all the way around Parkline pits and go and show you several bits and pieces in cinematics. And then from there we'll go and check out the door end branch and tell you more history on the canal line. Really amazing place. I might come back in summertime and go and have a scour around the land and see if we can find any more bits and pieces what we might have missed. But let's go and journey on and enjoy the rest of the cinematics. Wow, what a place, Parkline pits. I've really enjoyed coming over here to see what it's actually like, seeing the wildlife, the scenery and several bits and pieces related to the industrial history. I mean, earlier we was on that other side over there and you can sort of see to where we're standing is more evidence of the limestone. You can sort of see all the limestone sticking right away out in several bits and pieces. But where we're heading to now is Door End Branch, the canal what leads right away over there. Let's go and check it out and see what history and scenery it's got to offer. Right, before we leave to the canal line, what I want to show you is the old Ordnance Survey maps. Parkline pits, what I showed you earlier on. You can sort of see how big the land is. And then by the side of this, we've got towing path and the Door End Branch. A little bit more further on, we've got more lime pits called Phoenix Lime Works. And a little bit further that way, we've got Lindley Woods, and we've got the old limestone pits and old shafts. So you can sort of see there's several bits and pieces over here, even a railway what spans all the way across called the Water Orton and Walsall line. So when I get down to there, I will go and show you several bits and pieces, so you can sort of see by the old Ordnance Survey maps what's around in the area from the old industrial days. 150 years ago, I think all the limestone was quarried from there, and some of it was sent on the canal, where it was actually loaded here and transported all the way across. You can sort of see the canal line, how big it is. It keeps going that way and all the way straight on. Right away here, just carries all the way on. I think it meets to the Tyne Valley Canal. I'm not too sure. If I do get the Google Maps up, we can sort of see where this even leads to. But it's really stunning because it's in countryside and out away from built up areas. What a canal. Let's go and explore it, and let's go and see what the Door End branch has got to offer. Rushill Canal opened in 1847 to connect the Tyne Valley with the collieries and brickworks lining the Door End branch, opened in 1800, and bringing coal from the Cannock mines to Birmingham. The Door End branch canal connected with the Wiley and Essington Canal and was built to transport limestone from Hayhead to be used as flux in the Black Country ironworks and to manufacture cement. Worked since the 16th century, the limestone was re-owned to be part of a very superior quality and inexhaustible in quantity. After Ridean Bridge and before a railway viaduct on the towpath side, there's the Parkline Pits Country Park. Evidence of old limestone workings from 150 years ago, where it was transported using pit ponies and sent on the canal line. Wow, what an amazing canal. It's got lots of history behind it, from the old industrialised past to when all the limestone was quarried right away behind. In front of me we've got Ridean Bridge, just right away there. It does look really old, that does. Let's go and see if there's any old evidence of the rope burn from the horses. So right, we can sort of see all the detail here. So when all the horses brought the boats across, it put this rope burn in the metal and also in the brickwork. It does look in a very poor state of this, where parts of the brick is actually missing. I'm guessing this is definitely 1800s or way before that. It's nice to see a very old bridge on the Door End branch, and then you can sort of see right away underneath it. It's actually sort of similar on this side, where you can see all the rope burn on the metal corners. Check out that. Definitely really old. Shame it's in a very poor state of parts, but it makes you wonder how many years is this bridge going to still stand. And then we can see right away at the top there is a footpath there, and then right away behind is some farmers' fields with another footpath leading straight on. We can sort of see the views now as we journey right away to the top of Ridean Bridge, where we can see further onto the Door End branch. There is some factories over there and little bits and pieces. I do know it actually joins up to the Tyne Valley Canal, so I remember filming the Rushill Canal and ending the video at a certain part, so it actually leads all the way down there to where I filmed at that time. I could explore the whole of this, but I think in another video what we'll do, we'll explore more of the Rushill Canal, heading all the way up this way and a little bit more further on, because there is more history up there to more limestone workings with the Lindley Woods and several bits and pieces. I'm not going to cover that today. I'm going to walk all the way through Parkline Pits to go and head all the way home because of the buses to get back to Halesowen. So let's go and journey on and explore the rest of Door End branch, and let's go and see what we can see. Wow, I tell you what a fantastic walk, seeing the canal, parkline pits and several bits and pieces. What I'm going to do now is journey all the way around parkline pits to go all the way to the road to get the bus home and enjoy the rest of the cinematics. I will see if I can capture bits and pieces. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you are new, then definitely hit the subscribe button and I will see you in more exploring the Black Country videos. I think in the next part, if I do come this way, we'll go and cover the side of Lindley Woods and all the further areas to where all the limestone was quarried many years ago. See you soon, the Midlands Outdoors out, and enjoy the rest of the cinematics for the video.